Yo, welcome back to Uncle Plug TV. Oh my goodness, I got two special guests in the building. I've been knowing these young men for quite some time now. Put your hands together for my boy Sway Bands and Belly Bands in the building.
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Hey. Hey, I'm glad to have y'all boys, man. Y'all boys want to take some time out to introduce yourselves. Y'all go ahead and do so, please.
You can
Um,
go first.
yeah, what's going on? Sway Band's been knowing Unplug for quite some time now. Look up to him. All I want to say is Brunt gang. That's it. I ain't got no more words. Y'all know. Hey, y'all know how I'm coming. That's all I want to say. DPO. Come on now.
Man, it's your boy Velly Bands, man. The realest, the biggest. When you mention me, the biggest Dolphin fan you know, and you know we coming with the facts. I ain't with all that sugarcoating stuff. It's about the real and the truth around here. So that's what you gonna get.
I know that's right. I know that's right. That's live. I like that. I like that. I like the way y'all boys coming, man. So what y'all been up to, man?
Living man, working,
Yeah,
trying
it's
to
off
pursue that
season,
American
man. It's
dream.
off season. It's off season. What have you been doing to occupy your time between now and the preseason? What can you do?
Man, really, I've been watching a lot of basketball. Playoffs been heating up in the NBA. It's a lot of shocking news going on. Jason Tatum just got hurt to his Achilles. That was kind of upsetting.
I
The
can get
crazy thing, yeah, the crazy thing is the Mavs got the number one pick though. That really blew my mind. But just been watching basketball.
How y'all feel about that? Was that a
We
fun
get,
setup?
hey man, I'm with Ocho on this. I saw Nightcap earlier. Ocho bringing us some red flags. It might be a little red. You know what I'm
Mike,
saying?
Ugh.
Hey man, come
Hey,
on. You
hey,
trade Luca and now you got the number one pick.
yeah, yeah. I feel the same way. I ain't gonna lie.
thank you.
Um, they had a 1.8% chance to get the number one pick.
Bye.
Like, do y'all know that that's the lowest? This is the lowest percent that a team had to get the number one pick and acquire the number one pick. Do y'all know that? It's a fun
For
fact.
real. For
So
real. When they brought those cards out and they weren't doing the balls and shit like the lottery, I said, this shit is set.
cause don't they usually do that? Like when did they stop
Yeah,
doing that?
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I say this is set up, man. I was disappointed. I was like, oh, that's how y'all feel? Like, really,
Yeah.
y'all really think we that slow?
Yeah.
Like that's how y'all coming? Like we
Yeah.
really that slow. I knew that shit was finna transpire. And, hey, a client told me something today. He said he think LeBron going to Dallas.
I seen that a lot around, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Come on, man.
If anything, people been talking
Would
about
he and
Dallas
Kyrie
might.
together?
People been talking about Dallas might trade that number one for Giannis though, but I don't even see that happening. To be honest,
No.
Or the
yeah, I don't see
Rockets.
that.
That's how you feel?
Or H Town. In the Rockets. The Rockets got the capital for it. Or the
True.
I heard.
Spurs. Or the Spurs. With Wimby.
I heard the Spurs today as well, bro.
Yeah, me too. Cause Spurs got 4 and 12. They could give up 4 and 12 and CP3 or something. I don't know.
Let's
So
be
yeah.
honest. Would Giannis really leave a very low market to go to another fucking low market? San Antonio is like here, like when nobody been watching when they was winning championships. You think they're gonna be fucking watching now? Man, no.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think if
He
Giannis
want
goes somewhere
he want to go somewhere where he can be seen, man.
like Miami,
We don't got nothing to give them, no. Unless you're going to give away the whole team. You're going to give away Tyler Hero. You're going to give away Bam. Who you
we're
going to
talking
give
about we
away?
talk we talking about a top three NBA player right now though. At 29 years old. Come
Hey,
That's
on.
true.
I would do it, but you got to talk to Pat Riley and Mickey Arison for that type of stuff. Because, boy, with the stuff they be doing, you'll never know what's going on in the Heat culture.
Ooh. What if he came to Orlando? What
Mm.
if he came to the Magic? Do you
Mm.
believe in magic?
Mm.
Do
That'd
you?
be that'd be something too. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be something.
Yeah, I would love that. I
Yeah.
would love that. I would love that. That would be dope. That'd be
Yeah.
dope. Well, back to this NFL.
Nitty gritty.
the nitty gritty, baby. Like this is like I can't wait for the season. I'm like, this is highly anticipated. I'm ready to see what's going on with all the rookies that's coming in. There was a trash ass quarterback draft. I'm just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Agreed.
Yeah. I mean, even Shadir dropping that low. Why y'all think he dropped so low for?
Can I give you my conspiracy theory?
Yeah. Let me hear it.
Let's hear it.
I want to say he got paid.
Mm.
They made a deal. The NFL made a deal because it's all about the ratings. It's all about the ratings. So when we talk about the ratings, like after the first, this is how it goes. And if y'all disagree, let me know. If y'all like them, y'all disagree, let me know. After the first round, and you see where your favorite player is going, after you see your team's pick, that shit is over.
Oh yeah.
You be getting notifications on your phone talking about some man shit. I ain't watching that shit. Ain't nobody watching the second round. Ain't nobody watching the third round. They might watch the second round, but they definitely ain't watching the third, fourth, fifth, or sixth round. Ain't nobody watching that shit. I don't watch Iowa State ever. Do y'all watch any Iowa State football?
Never.
Y'all on the East Coast. I'm here in Central. I'm in Texas. So y'all out on the East Coast. Y'all ain't staying up no damn 11:30, 12 o'clock at night watching no damn Iowa State play. The Cyclones? Nigga, please. Ain't nobody watching that shit. So at the end of the day, I didn't know who the fuck Brock Purdy was. He was truly Mr. Irrelevant to me. He was truly. Ain't nobody watching that shit.
I didn't even know he went to Iowa State.
Ha!
I didn't even know that.
Hey,
You taught me something.
hey. Because at the end of the day, bro, ain't nobody watching it that deep. So if he go to the fifth round and they get those ratings up, because even though people wasn't watching, their TVs was on. They was streaming. They was watching. So I felt like he got paid. And then all the partnerships, like all my hats probably come from Fanatics. All of my hats probably come from Fanatics. I get all of my hats from Fanatics. What happened to Sway?
There you go.
He's back. Well, you know, out of all the partnerships that the NFL has, this is why I came up with my conspiracy theory. You know, Shedeur was the hottest thing in the draft, really. You know what I'm saying? Even though Cam was my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not really a Miami Hurricane fan. I don't watch a lot of Miami Hurricane football, but this year I watched a lot of Hurricane football because of Cam. So after Cam was gone, the hottest thing else, and then when they gave up that second pick and Jaguars took that pick, I was like, Travis finna suffer. Jaguars trash. That's a tragic in Florida. In my book, it go Buck, Dolphins, Jaguars.
But that might be a good thing though for him though, because the expectation's not that high. He in Jacksonville.
True, but really goes Bucks, Dolphins, Florida State, University of Florida, Miami
Hurricanes,
and then Jacksonville Jaguars. We got some college teams to go through before we go through that shit. Like, be real. So when I seen that they moved and did that, I think that's when the call came in. It was like, you know, we let Shedeur go right now, we're gonna lose all ratings. So with the partnerships that they got to sell their apparel and their paraphernalia, like, to be completely honest, how the hell do you get a chance to sell your jersey online on your own website and they didn't cure none of that revenue? I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. You know what I mean? They say this is for your everything is FYE. It's for your entertainment. This is not real life. You know what I'm saying? This ain't football the way it used to be. This is all entertainment. You're talking about $1 trillion industry. You know what I'm saying? And they got a lot of dollars. And even though they showed him clips of him stressing, laying down, going through it, I don't think he was going through it. I think that Cash App drop, blah, that Zelle drop, blah. That one got that bread. They paid him hefty or they made that deal and let him sell his jersey on his own website. That's just my theory. You know what I'm saying? I might be wrong. Let me see what y'all boys think. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out
Yeah, I can understand that. I just think it's part of him being like he trying to be too Dion for Shadur, and you not Dion. That's basically all I gotta say. Like, cause Dion, he was cocky back in the day. He had that leverage to be cocky because I mean he was number one player coming out of whatever he came out of. What year was that? 1989, 1990. I can't remember.
Yeah, you're
But
right. You about in this vicinity.
yeah, so he was the best player coming out. Shadur, he trying to implement what his dad did, probably from his dad, hyping his head up. And I mean, he just didn't have that leverage to be able to say, oh, y'all gonna change y'all culture for me if I come to y'all team and things like that. That's what I think it was. I feel like all the owners probably got together and said, nah, we ain't taking him until, round 6, 7. He finally got, because why ain't, I mean, the Saints just retired Derek Carr. Why ain't the Saints decide to take him? The Dolphins, they dealing with Tua. Why ain't the Dolphins decide to take him? So that's just me. What about you, LJ?
Okay, hear me out, and I got my own little conspiracy on. I'm gonna make it a little shorter because I want to get to the topics that we got going on. But I think it was more of a like a power grab. Oh, you think you could choose what team you want to go to? Boy, this the NFL. This new era of NIL kids and Nico holding out when you in college. Like, come on, bro. Like, are we trying to get money? Or are we trying to go to the big boys? Are we trying to go to the league? So I feel like the NFL trying to, okay, y'all think y'all can pick y'all and do the art, pull a Manning's trick and try to pick your own team? Boy, this the NFL at the end of the day. We run this ship. We don't care what your last name is on the back of that jersey. This is the NFL. What they always say, protect the shield. And
there.
that's what they doing.
I
That's
like,
my spill on that.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Yeah. So here we go. Our first topic of the night. Teams who stayed together and are ready for a push. Who are y'all two top teams that y'all feel had stayed together, pretty much kept their core together for the push for another playoff run or for another, winning season?
Well, I mean, number one, I feel like you obviously got to go with the Eagles. I mean, real dominant team. They killed everybody last year. They went to the Super Bowl and killed the defending two-time Super Bowl champions. I mean, not picking them is kind of crazy. They had a 2,000-yard rusher that could have broke a record if he would have played the last game of the season. So, I mean, picking them, that's kind of simple. And then my second pick got to be possibly the best quarterback of all time in a lot of people's eyes, possibly in my eyes. The Chiefs, they got Patrick Mahomes. I mean, this coming from a Broncos fan. I mean, they stayed together. They still got Chris Jones out there. Receivers still look a little iffy, but they got Rasheed Rice coming back, and I think they got Hollywood coming back. Not too sure about it. They also got year two of what's his name? Year two of what's the rookie receiver? Had a great season last year.
You talking about the fast dude.
Yeah, for the Chiefs.
What's his name?
Oh, you're talking about Xavier Worthy.
Xavier
Worthy.
Worthy. Year
Hey,
two Worthy. Travis Kelsey's had a down year. He's trying to come back, probably prove himself for maybe his last hoorah. Who knows? So those are my top two teams.
Okay, what about you, Elder?
obviously the Eagles, boy. Obviously they lost some talent because once you once you win the Super Bowl, some of them teams that's desperate gonna want some of that talent on your team because they're gonna get that bag and you're gonna bring in that winning culture because you came up from a winning organization. So that's why you lose a Milton dude from that went to the Eagle. I mean, that went to the Patriots. But then they got young talent to to replace that. You
Mm,
get Jahad Campbell at the end of the draft in the first round.
yeah,
And how we ain't no dummy, man. He going to get them SEC big boys, them dogs,
yeah,
them boys that play Alabama and LSU every week.
yeah.
So he know what he doing. So Eagles for sure. And I'm gonna take a turn. I'm gonna go back to the AFC, but I'm gonna go with the Ravens. Lamar do one. Lamar do one. Trust me.
Mm.
Lamar do what have they lost in the offseason? And just they rookie class, man. Malachi Starks and Kyle Hamilton might be the best safety duo in the NFL already, and he ain't even play a snap. I'm sorry.
Okay, okay. Well, here, here's my two. I would definitely have to agree with that Baltimore Ravens because they got some unfinished business.
Unfinished.
They got some unfinished business, and the reason why I take the Baltimore Ravens because for my second team will possibly be the only team that I feel right now, just present, that can match up with out of that NFC. That is, they have the AFC East, and this team that I'm talking about is out that NFC South. See, everybody wants to forget, since 2020 with that Super Bowl win, and then 21, and then 4 back-to-back years of winning the NFC South. We do one. We do another one. We do another one. They forget about these boys right here. They forget about Mike and some unfinished business from Chris Godwin, feeling like, man, if I had been there, boy, we got one of the best running back duos in the league right now with Bucky Irvin and Rachaad White, just to name a few. Cade Otton, Big Durham, you know what I mean, with the new additions of Egbuka. You know what I'm saying? The Ohio State standout. And that boy Tez Johnson, big speedster out there. And then our upcoming superstar, Jalen McMillan. And then when you talk about the safety duo of Antoine Winfield Jr. and Jordan Whitehead, and the addition of big hard-hitting Shallow Sanders, I'm just saying. And Benjamin Moore out of Notre Dame, I'm just saying. That only thing we needed was a nice little shutdown, hold down corner so we can run that Tampa 2 like we want to. And how Todd Bowles love to send them blitzes like this bitch. Yeah, I'm just saying. Everybody always forget about us. I just know as loud as these colors are, this bright ass orange, they forget about us. Why do they forget about us? Why do they do this? Voted the number one most exciting team to watch, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I can say, your Broncos handled us this year.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
Yeah. That's
little statement game.
Conflict on the coaching staff. Our fucking offensive coordinator, he want to go take a job when we trying to make him the highest paid OC in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Duval.
Yeah, I mean, I could agree with all this, selections y'all had. The Bucks, I mean, y'all also in like I ain't gonna say a weak division, but a weaker division. Y'all got the Saints that ain't gonna do nothing. The Panthers that ain't gonna do nothing. Them Falcons though, I don't know.
We're gonna get to that portion, but I definitely agree with you on that. Michael Penix Jr. was the only quarterback. And I know you say, oh man, you say Jalen Daniels and Bo Nix. I say, I got to be honest with you, bro. Those divisions that they played in, which Michael Penix Jr. did play in that division with Bo. But at the end of the day, even though Bo was putting up numbers, when they went against big teams, Bo numbers weren't like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But Michael Penix, that bitch accurate, bro. That Florida boy, accurate, man. That left hand, which is and all his wide receivers, all of them, with an exception of Rome, because Rome didn't really get an opportunity to shine because he played with Caleb.
You also got that boy, but you talking about when he was accurate like in Florida? You talking about accurate with the Falcons too? Which one?
Well, I say he was accurate in Washington. Like he was one of this year, Cam Ward was the quarterback that I liked coming out of college. And the year before, Michael Penix Jr. was the only quarterback that I liked. I hate the fact that he had, I hate the fact that Atlanta had got Kurt and then got him. I hated that fact. I didn't like that at all because somebody else could have used him and he could have been an instant starter somewhere else. Because Michael is like that. And that's the only team I fear in the South.
Yeah, they got some weapons too. Bajan, London. And we
Yeah.
need to,
Say that for the later conversation when you
yeah,
break
yeah,
it
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah.
All right. All right.
I
So
gotta throw it. I gotta throw my little
wait.
salt in there.
So now, Veli, we gotta get out the way, and we gotta let Sway go ahead and talk about these Broncos. Let's sit him.
Oh man,
Let him have the floor. He got the defensive player of the year on his chest. We're gonna sit back, let him have his time. Hey,
man,
Sway Bands, the floor is yours, sir.
man. I want to say first off, since 2015, last year was the happiest season. And I'm pretty sure any Bronco fan can say this that we had in the last 10 years. Bo Nix, I didn't really know what he was going to be. I had faith in him though, but man, he exceeded my expectations. I want to say that. And then we ended up getting Sean Payton. You know, we thought Russ was like our weapon. We thought Russell Wilson was going to do it for us. That man didn't do nothing except take 250 mil from us. That's all he did. Then went to the Steelers. Ain't really doing nothing. Now he on the Giants. Let's see what he do. Still rooting for him though. Right, whatever he be saying, whatever his catchphrase is, I don't even remember. Let's ride or whatever he be saying. But last year was a starter year. This year, do y'all know who we acquired? We got Dre Greenlaw from them 49ers. We got Hufanga from them 49ers. We drafted the corner Jade Brown. And then my favorite acquirement had to be Evan Ingram though, because a lot of people sleep on that. That's a speedy tight end right there that everybody, I feel like every great quarterback always has, amazing tight end. You got Patrick with Kelsey. You got Tom Brady. He had Gronk. You got Phillip Rivers. He had Antonio Gates. So every quarterback needs that, security blanket in a way. You got Josh Allen. He had Dawson Knox, who was pretty good. You got Lamar, got Mark Andrews, and uh, I forgot her name, but
Um,
so
Isaiah Likely.
yeah, Isaiah Likely. So, every quarterback needs that security blanket. The only part we struggling on right now is our running back, but we just got that boy RJ Harvey. I'm hoping that he does what he needs to do. But yeah, man, we looking good. We also got big DPOY coming off of last year. Plus these new acquirements, we had Bonito who had I think 11.5 sacks last season. So we also got Zach Allen. We got DJ Jones. So man, we looking up this year. It sucks that we in such a tough division with Patrick Mahomes and the Chargers. Now we got the Raiders with Geno Smith. I know we're gonna get to that later and stuff, but all I'm gonna say is we looking up this year. I'm predicting. I didn't really see our schedule yet. I know it come out tomorrow, like all our games and stuff. I know we got the Chiefs on Christmas, and we also got out of country game too. I think in Brazil, but
Y'all got the Jets in London, I
yeah, there we
think.
go. So we got the Jets. So man, I'm predicting 11 wins this season. Good little playoff run. Year two Bo Nix. I hope he turn it up. All I really wanted was like a better wide receiver because I don't think Cortland Sutton is like a wide receiver one in my opinion. Like I feel like we needed a guy like Devontae Adams or like a Cooper Cup or something. Even though they didn't come to us, we was basically banking that we was gonna get them. We didn't. But like I said, we got Evan Ingram. So yeah, man, we looking good, man. That's all I'm gonna say. We still got PJ Locke. We still got the white boy from last year, Riley Moss. So yeah, we got some weapons, man.
My,
Okay.
my.
Let's see what time it is. Veli, the floor is yours.
All right. All right. I think we experiencing and visualizing a culture change in Miami. And when I say a culture change, y'all hear me out when I say this because I'm gonna break it down and make it real smooth. What has Mike McDaniel's goal in creating this team? I can tell you speed, 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 and speed. You can't speed is cool and stuff when you playing in Miami in September when it's hot as hell because all the other teams from Green Bay and from New England. That's why we beat on them folks when they come down to Miami like that because them boys can't breathe. Yeah, but when speed start to wear out, once you get into them cold weather games at the end of the season, when you got to go to Cleveland to go play on Lake Erie at 8 o'clock, when you playing Thursday night football, when you got to go to Chicago and play up there, when you got to go play in Orchard Park, you got the Bills in your own division. Speed gets crushed at that time. So we really watching the Dolphins transition from a speed team into a gritty team. Those two are two first round draft picks, Kenneth Grant and Jonah. Those trench players. Those are the players that gonna get gritty in. That's what we need in this team. Like if you watch the Dolphins last year, we could never get a 3rd and 1, could never get a 4th and 1, and then we got this offensive genius, Mike McDaniel, that think too damn much and don't keep it simple. He want to throw fade routes to Tyree Hill on 4th and 1. Do y'all know what our tallest receiver was on the Dolphins last year?
Uh, what's his name? Number boy from Waddle.
No. His name was Eric Izukama. Do y'all know who that is?
Of
No.
course not.
Thank you. Exactly. Why are we throwing a fade route to Tyreek Hill? And sometimes we gotta expand this offense. This offense is literally the threat of Tyreek Hill and Tyreek Hill. We gotta get other guys the ball. I like what we did with Jono later in the season, but and I knew Jono was gonna be a good player because when I listened to all the social media pundits and the Omar Kellys and stuff, they always said they had a Johnu package and watch these special plays that Johnu's running and stuff like that. So I knew he was going to spark the offense. But why do we wait till week 7 to do that? Johnu could have had 1,000 yards. Johnu made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Johnu won me a lot of fantasy games this year.
Yeah, he was a dog.
Exactly. So why? And obviously, we can't get this deep ball going because they playing two cover. They playing too high, two shell. Reek and Waddle getting blocked up, man, on the deep ball. So we can't do that. We got to run the ball. We got to get physical, and that's what we're doing. We really seeing the Dolphins transition from a speed to a power team.
Did y'all do anything on the offensive line? No.
Yes, our second round pick was Jonas Avainaya, Polynesian dude. Love him. You know he gonna rock for Tua. Boy, as soon as he got drafted, after he got drafted, I literally hold him on the phone. He said, "Tell Tua get ready." When I say tell Tua get ready, shit, I'm ready too.
Did y'all do anything in the secondary?
No, and that's why a lot of people didn't like our draft because we didn't fill those cornerback spots that we needed. But like I said, we building a more physical team, and we drafted that corner from Florida, Marshall Jr. Bro, he is a 6'1" corner, physical corner. We signed the cornerback from UCF, BJ Adams. He a 6'3" corner. We getting bigger at every position. We trying to become a more physical team. So when we play those teams, especially because we're in the AFC, we gonna need to get gritty. Get gritty with a team like the Ravens. You know that's gonna play Derrick Henry. That's gonna run your face in.
Y'all signed him and got rid of Javon Holland, though, man.
Okay, y'all can throw him at me. Javon Holland, great player. But what can you name me 3 impact plays Javon Holland had all season? I'll wait.
Hey, you was the one vouching for him when he first came into the league.
I was, but I ain't finna pay him $40 million for what? When you made one play all season against Jacksonville, the first game of the season. That punch out, that's the only reason we won that game. We was finna lose to Jacksonville. Week 1. Doing all this. You was finna get smoked by Jacksonville.
Oh man, that's so how you feel about y'all? How you feel about because y'all are in the East now? Y'all in the East.
Yep.
So
Well,
you dealing with Buffalo.
This man, look.
The Patriots.
Okay, the Patriots, we go at them, but I always give us we gonna at least split one with them, or we gonna sweep them. We'll never ever get swept by the Patriots. That's just never ever gonna happen because they never ever win in Miami. Then, like I said, they always come down in September and get stomped. So, but this is the thing, and about Tua, because I know this is a very controversial conversation. Love Tua, and you know how I feel about Tua. You know I've been there since day one, but I'm a real fan of the team. You know what I'm saying? I'm a ride for anybody that step behind the shotgun quarterback because you play for my team. But I'm gonna be real, and when we discuss things about you, love Tua, but son, you're fragile. We can't rely on you. Thank you. The best ability is reliability. And trust me, I love him, But I put Tua in this category, and I call it the good enough but not good enough. So the good enough but not good enough. I throw Tua and Kyler Murray in the same boat. They good enough but not good enough. They can win you a couple games, but they ain't gonna never take you to the promised land. Is that's the main goal we shooting for, right? Everybody, right? A Super Bowl ring. They good enough not to be good enough.
I don't know. Tua and Kyler, that's kind of I don't know. That's kind of
Two
crazy though.
Tua and Kyler, bro. Tua can throw. Tua and Kyler can both throw 300 yards. I mean 3,000 yards and probably less than 12 interceptions. They both gonna win 9 or 10 games on the average. If Tua play if he actually played 13 games, he might win 11. So they not gonna bring you a Super Bowl because that's what every team is fighting for at the end of the day. We ain't fighting for making it into the playoffs and stuff like that. So that's my category I put them in. The good enough to not be good enough.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do real quick, since we spoke on Tua, we're gonna go back to Sway. And Sway, I want to see how you feel. How do you feel about both?
Mm, well, like we talked about earlier, when you was talking about Penix, when he going against, I wouldn't say trash because I don't think any team in the NFL is just garbage. When he going against lower competition, he balling out. Like we went against the Panthers, he threw like 5 touchdowns. We went against y'all, even though y'all not lower competition, y'all just had a off game, I guess. I'm gonna give y'all the benefit of the doubt. And y'all was hurt too. Y'all had a lot of injuries going on that
Offseason.
game. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So he threw 4, 5 touchdowns on y'all. We went against the Raiders. He balled out. But when we played games like the Chargers, he couldn't get it done. We played the Chiefs twice. He couldn't get it done. We played the Bengals to secure a playoff spot. He couldn't get it done. So, but I mean, I like him a lot though. Year two, Bo. Year two is always. I feel like year one is kind of like I'm getting my foot in the door. Year two is when you really prove yourself. Like a lot of people on the Jaden Daniels hype train right now. Like, oh, he's so good. He made it to the NFC Championship. But I want to see what Jaden Daniels do. This second year coming up, where all the hype done died down. That's why I don't ever like write quarterbacks off after year one. Like Caleb Williams, I'm not writing him off yet. I want to see what he do. This year he had a bad OC. He had a bad head coach last year. So new, coaching system. I want to see what he do. But Bo Nix, yeah, I like him a lot. I just want to see what he do. You don't, yeah, I know you don't like Caleb. I like him though. So year two, Bo, I just want to see what he do when we go against some real competition, like the whole AFC West. That's real competition. So I want to see what we do against the Raiders and the Chargers and the Chiefs this year. We got to beat them Chiefs though, man. We got to beat them boys. That's what I really want to see. But yeah,
I
I
like
I got something to say about Bo. You you told me about Bo a long time ago. You told Peanut. Remember when I told you I was like Bo Nick's gonna be raw? It's because this man right here. He told me a long time ago because when you saw him play at the Honor Army game, right?
Yep.
You was like, boy, that boy got talent. And I
plug no
watched him
son.
all I watched him all the way from Auburn to Oregon and to what he had now. And you see the progression. He get better, better, and better. And I told him the same thing. I said, bro, y'all got a stud in Bo. But
Plug no
Bo gonna
son.
throw that thing. He gritty. He you feel me? He ain't scared. And he got so much play like history playing because he been starting at every damn school he done went to.
Yeah.
He got a lot of play experience.
I'm gonna
And
say
and I love what the Broncos doing with them because you already know teams got this 4 year window when you got these rookie quarterbacks under these deals, and you can pay all these players. So I love what the Broncos doing. They loading up on defense because guess what, 1-5 in that division, so they got to stop them. But boy, the Broncos loading up, but they not spending stupid senseless money. They bringing some real heat in for a good price. Ufunga, Jade Barron. I love Jade Barron at the draft. I wanted him in the first round, but Kenny G. I felt Jade Barron was the best place for him to go was the Broncos. He could play slot.
The one I wanted.
I know he could play. He could,
As soon as we got our pick,
man, he
I
could play
was thinking,
slot.
I was like,
PS2 gonna be on the outside. You got Funga in the backfield. You got PJ Lock. They gonna be nice as hell.
oh, but
yeah. I
y'all
mean,
got it back.
I was kind of shocked when we took him because we had Riley Moss who came off like a great season. We had the other rookie, I think his name Damari Matthias, that came off like when he played against the Chargers. He had an interception, like a big interception and stuff. So I was kind of shocked when we took him, but great
Big
pickup because, like you
kid,
said,
bro. It's bigger than one player. You gotta have multiple dogs. Like we
Oh,
got
yeah.
2 starting safeties, but you gotta have guys to bag up these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Versatility.
When you can bring and you can keep fresh legs and on the field, that's always a win.
Yeah, and like you said, the main thing we're going for is to beat 1-5. Like, so they didn't care about drafting a receiver, a O lineman, none of that. We said, oh yeah, we going defense. So,
Mm-hmm.
but like I feel like Bo Nix. This is the last thing I'm gonna say. His ceiling, I want to say he up there with like he could be a Purdy, a Jared Goff, and Matthew Stafford for the Broncos. But we'll see. Only time will tell.
Yeah, we will see. So as we get started. As we get started,
Walk.
I'm gonna bring out my dog, Big Book shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring out my dog. My dog right here with, you know what I'm saying? 11 consecutive seasons with 1,000 yards receiving. The man of the hour, my boy, Mike Evans. Now, I'm gonna take my time. First and foremost, I'm gonna talk about this defense. Because the only thing I was looking forward to was us getting some secondary help. Jamel Dean is not he's just not my pick of the little. I never liked Buddy. Never liked Buddy. Every time he get burnt. Oh, my ankle. Oh, my leg, my groin. Oh, every time he get burnt. Sorry. They say he the fastest one on the team. If you so damn fast, why you always getting bunt? You always getting your ass bunt. Not burnt. Bunt. Every time. So I say, man, we need some secondary help. You know what I'm saying? My boy Winfield Jr. is a stud. My boy Jordan Whitehead. That was the dynamic duo that got us on. That's the same secondary that held that boy 1-5 to 9. That's how we got them 319 diamonds in that ring. You see what I'm saying? It was 31-9, 319 diamonds in that ring. You feel me? Look at it. It twists off at the top. You know what I'm saying? It show Raymond James on the inside.
Hey, at least y'all get to see one of them. I ain't never, ever seen one of them.
That is sit on top like that. It's fantastic. You know, you should come on in. Maybe you wanna jump on the bandwagon. We love you all the same. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, now when we talk about that's the only thing I was concerned about was our secondary help. We picked up Benjamin Moore, who was a big pickup. You know, I know everybody's talking about Shiloh, but we're going to see how Shiloh works in with this defense because we love to hit and we love to blitz. You know what I'm saying? We got our core coming back with my main man, Levante David. That's my dog. Been rocking with Levante for a long time, been 12, 13 seasons. Levante been holding it down and been consistent on that defensive core. Now, to think that we just brought in this big, huge mammoth of a man, Watson out of University of Florida, just brought him in 464 pounds. That nigga 2 niggas. He's 2 niggas in one. And we plug him in with Vita Vea. A bitch ain't running on us.
Especially not in that goal line.
Bitch ain't running. Tush push if you want to, bitch. I got a tush push for you. He's 464 pounds. Vita Vea together combined 811 pounds. Damn near ton with 2 knuckles. I'm just saying. We beefed that up. We got my boy, what his name? Yaya Diaby.
I like him.
Clancy. My boy Logan Hall. My boy, who else we got? Oh man, we just picked up what's that nigga name?
What's that light-skinned corner y'all got? I think he wear like number 26.
He wear number 26. Oh no, he wear 27. Zion McCullum.
I like him, boy.
I love him.
I like him. Nice.
We got rid of my boy out of Washington. What's the nigga name? Tryon. Joe Tryon got up out of the
Shainka, yeah.
and Shoyinka. I don't know where he got that damn name from. And then Hassan Reddick, another addition.
I forgot about that.
Hassan Reddick. They sleep. They
I forgot about that.
sleep on us, man. They sleep. And you know, just our defense now, you know, we just put in some young talent at that corner. We put in some young talent at that safety position. You know, we got the veteran core of, you know, with the young boys, you know, so we got more of a veteran core. You know, it was sad to watch my boy Golson go. You know, so he was more like a Simeon Rice to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it was sad to see him go. We might still pick him up and get him for the better minimum just to bring him back because, you know, we just don't feel right without William Golson out there from Michigan State out there on the field. Now let's switch it on over to the offensive side of the ball. Led by my boy number 6, half of 12, but just as well. My boy Big Nuts Baker.
He's had his best season, I think.
No pause.
No
Big
pause.
Nuts Baker.
No pause.
Mr. I'ma get in your face if you talk that shit. You hear me, boy?
Yeah.
When I went to the game, and you seen it, P. Now, when I went to the game, out here at AT&T Stadium, all I saw was number 6. Number 6. I'm seeing number 6 everywhere, but it was Oklahoma Sooner. But boy, them boy love Baker out here, boy. They love Baker. They love him some Baker, boy. And that's my guy. And who we throwing the ball to?
Mike.
This guy,
Hey, man.
Mr. Consistent.
That boy getting up there in age, though. I don't know.
Hey. We got his replacement already.
Emeka Abuka.
No, not him.
Emeka Abuka.
His replacement is Jalen McMillan.
Yeah,
He's
McMillan.
nice as hell.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about that.
Washington wide receivers.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about that.
Was throwing to. Yeah. That's the boy that Michael Penix was throwing to. That boy Jalen McMillan. Then we talking about Ed Buka. And then I'm gonna slide back over to one of our veterans, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Cross the Middle, Mr. I Ain't Scared, Mr. If you don't cover me, your ass in trouble. Chris Godwin, who almost pulled 1,000 yards out his ass and he still missed like 7 games.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. They sleep when they talk about duos in the league, man. That boy's been consistent, man. We win games. Man. We drop some, but man, we win ball games, man.
Y'all also got Cade Allen too.
What? Man, we got a scat back. We got one of the truest scat backs in the league with Rashad White. That boy put up 1,000 last year.
Man, nah.
All purpose by 1,500 out the backfield with the receiving game. And then that boy, Mr. Nasty himself, number 7, big dog, representing. I took Leonard for a neck number, and I'm gonna make it better than that. Bucky Irvin, man.
Yeah, nice.
Hey, shout out Bucky Irvin. I went to the Bucks game with last season, Bucks versus Panther. When I say Tampa Bay love that boy Bucky, this when he crossed that. When he crossed that 1,000-yard mark, you heard when they do the, you know, they Tampa, they was Bucky. Man, every time Bucky got the ball, boy, they was screaming Bucky. Boy, they love Bucky, boy.
They love Bucky. Buccaneers, Bucky. What you want?
They love Bucky.
That boy put up 1,500 yards from scrimmage. That boy Shaw put up 1,000 yards from scrimmage. That's 2,500, man. They want to talk about duels. Ain't nobody else behind Saquon like that, bro. I don't know. They ran him to damn death. They ran Derek to damn death. We got 2 of them, man. We can share that load, bro. And don't forget about my boy. He didn't get that much play, but he showed his ass in New Orleans.
Sean Tucker?
Tucker, boy.
Yeah, Sean Tucker.
He showed his ass, boy. If that new offensive coordinator, if his dog ass know what he doing, but we have 3-headed tandem. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, y'all offense.
I'm gonna be one of the top wide receivers in the league. You best believe it now. Yeah, they talk about George Kittles. Yeah, they talk about Mark Andrews. Yeah, they talk about Travis Kelce. Yeah, they talk about Dalton Schultz and all. Man, look. K. Iden, boy, that boy that came out his shell, boy. That boy ready to hatch.
I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Man, hey, look. Trust.
Y'all got too many weapons. And only so many people can touch the ball a game, man.
Hey. Underneath is where it's at, baby.
Oh yeah, for sure. You always need that security blanket. That
Early,
big body.
when you said security blanket, who pick your poison? You want Chris Godwin in that slot? You want Mike Evans in that slot? Or we gonna throw our young boys outside? Or you gonna want K. Iden inside, come across that middle? What you want? We got that formula, man. We got a lot of targets, man. We got a lot of targets, man.
So if you had to predict
defense, man, defense gonna have to get their shit together dealing with us. Yeah, we have to deal with a lot of teams, yeah. But you know, it was something that I read when they said that, and this is one of the teams in the NFC that I do respect, and we didn't mention when we said keeping that core together. And damn Detroit Lions.
Really?
That boy, Gibbs is the truth. When I say the truth, that boy is the truth. Boy, ain't nothing in the league. Man, I'm telling you, like to me, ain't nothing in the league better than him, man.
Man, he need a new nickname. Forget Sonic. He need to be Sweetness. The way that boy running. That boy running.
I'm telling you, bro. Hey, that boy need to be played with. I see backs in the league biting him already. Standing up in the backfield like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
I see running backs biting him, bro. Biting him. That boy's so comfortable on the field, bro. He's so fast, bro.
Like he's gliding.
He's super fast, bro. But at the end of the day, they're gonna have to deal with us, boy. We ain't had no conflict on that sideline. Even though we wasn't ready, I would have said it when we seen them in the playoffs 2 years ago. I know we wasn't ready. You know what I'm saying? But still, it was like, hey, it's all good. We could have beat their ass. We still had time to come back and beat their ass. But they're gonna have to deal with us.
They are. And this gonna be my only, don't call me crazy. This my sleeper team of the year, and they ain't out of vision, and we ain't really talk about them like that. The motherfucking Panthers.
I knew you.
Boy,
Yeah.
they look nice.
Yeah.
They got
they acquired one weapon out of Arizona.
They did, but look, that he not even the one that you should be worried about. Jimmy Horn Jr. Boy, you know who he remind me of? Go look at his tape. I'm not saying he is gonna be this player or he can be this player, but that boy, when he touched that green grass on Sunday, he gonna look like AB. Go look at his film, and he take back kick returns and punch back like AB did.
Yeah.
His quickness, that touchiness off that line, boy, the way he run his routes, man, Jimmy Horn Jr., boy, you know the Florida boy, when your pop's incarcerated, boy, you got something to fight for. Boy, he gonna be hungry. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Who with this young man right here?
Man, this little peanut, this little Sway Bands right here.
Oh, yeah. What's up, youngin? What's up, nephew?
Well, I don't know what's going on.
What's happening, boy?
Fit sponsored by Velly Vans, you know.
Yeah, man. Spider-Man, little Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man.
I know that's right. That's right.
Yeah, Panthers is nice though. They got that boy Xavier Legette too on year 2. I don't really like him like that, but you know.
He all right. We still shut that shit down.
Country nigga, boy.
And they got what's name at running back?
I know you're talking about
Miles Sanders.
No,
the other cat.
Dog. Like he was running all over everybody last year.
I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Yeah. What's his name again? LJ, you know who I'm talking about? Baby, come
Swift?
on.
No, Swift on the Bears still.
No, man. He was running all over everybody last year.
Yeah. He had his come out party over there in London.
Yeah, I remember they won that overtime game. Yeah,
Oh,
Chuba.
Super Hubbard. Yeah. Facts. Oklahoma State.
And you know they just went and got Rico Dowdle and Trevor Etienne.
His little brother. Yeah.
Wait, the Panthers got Trevor?
They got Trevor.
They got his little brother.
Yeah, they got
I know who you talking about.
Travis is still in at Jacksonville.
Yeah, they got Trevor though. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, y'all division looking up. It's just you got the Saints because Derek Carr retired and everything. But other than that though,
to tell you the truth, man, I never was with, man, when they was beating us in the first half. I was just doing this the whole. I promise you, man. Look. I don't know if I conjured that shit up. I don't know what it was, bro. I promise you, I went to this game, bro. And I swear, and I'm not bullshitting y'all. I want y'all to look at me. You know I'll be playing when I be saying. The whole time I kept doing this right here. I was like, man, put 44 in, man. I kept saying I couldn't talk shit. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I couldn't talk shit. These sons of bitches over here at Caesar's Palace, Superdome, ain't. Look, I done been in the black hole with the Las Vegas Raiders when they was in Oakland. And I done talked cash shit. I talk cash shit. I'm the only one in the black hole talking cash shit. But when I tell you I was silent than a motherfucking church mouse in Caesar's Palace, boy, hey, they were, it's time to get crunk. Hey, when I tell you the white boy was over there talking, so welcome to the Noya, baby. You know
didn't y'all go to
what?
overtime that game though?
Hell no, but we went overtime on their ass. We beat the shit out of them boy. You understand me? We beat the boy. Hey, look, the first I'm talking about, dog, they was on my shoulders, dog. You know, a motherfucker be on your shoulder like when they talking, man, you can feel the heat from the breath. Like they on my shoulders, they talking to me the whole time I'm doing this right here. I promise you, bro, I conjured that shit up. The dude tapped me on my shoulder and said, well, you call that shit. He said, I ain't gonna lie, you call that shit. You kept doing this shit right here. I ain't know who the hell you was talking about. But you call that. The dude that was with me was like, boy, you call that shit, boy. I said, they was sitting there talking about, man, I ain't even nobody. That boy got in that bitch and cut up over 200 rushing yards. Yeah, he cut up. Sean Tucker cut up. I was conjuring his ass. I don't know if the bitch zoomed in on me and seen my black ass over there like this right here. Oh, but they don't even know. I'm from the 33844.
Sipping on fofos.
You feel me? So I did like this. I was like, boy, hey, he gave it to him. You understand me? Man, he gave it to him, bro. I'm telling you, my Bucks are slept on. Guess what? This season,
All right, man. What's y'all record predictions for y'all team though?
Say it again.
What's y'all record predictions for y'all teams?
Oh, go ahead, Scoop.
Okay, the bar, the bar, and this is just to save everybody. Not even to save everybody job, but this is the bar. It's a 9-win team. It's a 9-win team because we still need help on that corner. We still probably need to sign another free agent safety. We got 2 young guys, Chop and Jalen Phillips, coming off an injury. So this their first year, full year back from injury. So we're gonna see what they look like. Love the linebacking core, but the ceiling is probably 11. But that depends if number 1 gonna be in the backfield. If number 1 don't play, we ain't gonna have no season. And that's just the truth.
Who's the backup behind Tuba?
The backup is you got Zach Wilson, and then you got Quentin Ewers that's number 3 right now.
Quentin Ewers though, I don't know.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
That shit tough. That shit tough over there, boy.
Hey.
Goddamn. Hey, I can't lie. We got Kyle Trask. Behind Baker, man. Hey, I'm change that K to an 8.
But Baker gonna be there though. That's the thing.
Baker durable.
Baker go get funk, boy, and go get up and act like ain't nothing happened.
Yeah.
Tua getting hit, he gonna be.
Yeah. Oh shit, but he better not get to. I don't think he need to be working out. He should have been out that bitch like Creed with that little weight riding neck. He trying to strengthen his shit, boy. That boy, that's going through it, boy. He going through it.
Yeah, so Broncos low, I think 10-7. You know, we got a tough division. We got a tough schedule that we got coming up, but I like 10-7 for us. Ceiling, I'm not gonna lie, I like 13-4. I like us beating the Chiefs twice next year. I like us beating the Chargers twice next year. I like us beating the Raiders twice next year. So I'm gonna go 13-4 with the ceiling.
Okay, realistically, realistically for my team, I'm talking about being realistic. I think Baker has improved every year. The only thing that Baker needs to, because I know tomorrow when that schedule comes out, you know what I'm saying, and we will get together again. I definitely have y'all on here again. I gotta have y'all on here again because I really enjoyed myself this evening. I think that Baker needs to get better in prime time. Baker is not a prime time quarterback. Every prime time game that we had this season, he flopped that bitch. He even flopped the Dallas game, and Dallas was definitely beatable, and that shit was flopped. We got flopped. Baker did not have it. He's not prime time, and he needs to be prime time because with our team now getting a spotlight, it's going to be a lot of prime time games. You're going to see a lot of Thursday night games. You're going to see a lot of Sunday night games. It's going to happen. You're going to see some Monday night games. We're going to at least get 3. I know that for a fact. We're going to get at least the minimum 3 primetime games. I can pretty much guarantee that shit. Tomorrow, we're going to find out, and we're going to see if the predictions are true. I think we're going to get 3 primetime games, and Baker's going to have to show out. So realistically, I'm going to say 13 games. 13-4. 13. But my realistic goal is to win the South. Only thing we have to do is win the South. I don't mind splitting with the Atlanta Falcons, but the rest of them beat your ass. And I mean that, Carolina. And I mean that, New Orleans. When I see y'all in the store, when I see you on Kroger's and Albertsons, I'm on your ass. And I mean that. And I'm going to tell you, take that shit off. Man, take that shit off. We run the South. I'm just saying, 13-4.
I like it.
It's been a wonderful session, man. I'm glad to have y'all on here, man. But I know y'all got to get to the rest of y'all evening. I got a whole nother goddamn pod to go do, man. And, man, thank y'all so much, man. Really, really thank y'all so much, man. I can't wait till y'all start y'all situation, y'all pod. I'm going to come on that bitch and I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be ready.
I'm going to be ready. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for showing the love, man. We definitely will be back. And you know you can hit me whenever you need me, especially when we're talking about football.
Yes,
sir. Yes, sir. Hit us up. I gotta go be a dad now, man. I got a little grandpa.
Y'all handle y'all business, man, and I'm gonna get with y'all, man. I promise you, I'm gonna get with y'all, man. And y'all boys have a wonderful night. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. I'm gonna see y'all soon. We're dropping more content, more fire shit. That stick, bitch. You did. Shout out to them Broncos. Shout out to them Dolphins, and most definitely shout out to the mother Bucks. You dig me? And bitch, guess what? We are.
Gentlemen, ladies, you